ECLECTICAST. This is another episode. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, applause. The whole gang is here. Chris Moran, Ron Ripley, and today's guest is Nate Robinson Jr., man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
That's more applause for that. It's more applause.
Yeah.
You get more.
The gang's all here.
Very real audience.
I don't think this will probably be the longest conversation we've ever had on this podcast. But one thing that I have noticed and why I was excited to have you on is because of all the people that I've met in the comedy scene, just the times that I've been around you, you're probably one of the most brutally honest people I've ever been surrounded by.
Yeah, I definitely try to be as honest as I can.
Where did you get that from? Is that a learned thing from your parents, or?
I think it's, like partially one of those things. Like I grew up in New York, so people are like kind of honest already.
What parts of New York?
Staten Island.
Staten Island, okay.
Staten Island. And I think it's a bit of that, and then a bit of just like, maturity. You get to a certain age where you just, you stop giving a fuck about
fuck it.
There's not need for fluff.
Sure. So Pete Davidson's become kind of like a folk hero for you guys, huh? How do you feel?
Not for us. He's not a folk hero to Staten Islanders. Like I don't hate Pete Davidson at all.
Okay.
I don't get the appeal of, in the looks department, but then again, I'm not really that attractive.
Kim Kardashian got it though.
Yeah.
Something about
my girlfriend gets it apparently.
Really?
Yeah, she thinks he's hot. He and I look nothing alike. So
I was about to say very like stark difference there.
So I gotta pay more attention to that.
That's
but
fine.
yeah, no, I mean like he's he shits on Staten Island a lot, and anybody from Staten Island would also shit on Staten Island. So that's fair. A lot of people don't like to leave that place, so they kind of get warped into it and get all up in their head about how great it is. But
that's a weird mentality because like when I came to California, I went to Huntington Beach, California, and I remember people saying like I was born here, I'm gonna die here, and I'm just like that's so limiting. The world's a big place, and you think this is the best thing that you've ever.
No, I don't. That's that's why I left.
Yeah. What made you come out to California? Was it a family thing, or did you come independently?
Well, so my dad moved out here years ago because he was just tired of
Nate Robinson Sr.
The senior, and he was living out here for a couple years, and he always like offered me and my younger brother to move out there, and we were just like nah. And then we visited, and like San Diego's not that bad.
No, it ain't.
And then he offered to basically like pay first 6 months of rent for an apartment for us.
Okay.
And we were like, all right, well.
How much of a difference is it between you and your brother?
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years? Oh, wow, okay. So you guys are pretty close, or?
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's cool shit.
Lived together a lot.
You came out here. You became a mover.
Well, actually, I was a mover on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the occupation I held over there. And it's just an easy one to travel with. People need movers everywhere they go. So
when did you come down here?
I've
how long
been
have you
out
been in San Diego?
here for 8 years now.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, 8 years.
And you started comedy out here, or did you start back on the East Coast?
I started out here. First time I ever did was Kill Toady at the store.
At the La Jolla Comedy Store?
No.
At the up in Hollywood.
Yep.
The main room, big old 450 seater. That's.
It was nice. It was Halloween. It was had a nice crowd.
Your first time up ever?
Yeah.
Wow, on Kill Tony. That's crazy.
I went like as a fan-ish of the show, like knew about the show, and I wanted to write and do comedy, and I had stuff written, and I went there with a few friends just on a whim. None of them are comics, and two of us submitted our names, and having been back there, I now know like how lucky it was that I even got my name drawn out of that bucket because of how many people put their names in and shit. Like it was
easily like 300 to 400 people on a Monday night.
It was insane because I've gone back I don't know how many, like well over 20, 30 times, and I still never got my name picked back in that bucket. Yeah. So that was very fortunate. I had a good set, good little interview post set, and yeah.
That's crazy, man. It takes balls because when I look back at my Kill Tonys, I'm like, what the fuck did I think that I was getting myself into? I'm just like, I look back and I'm kind of embarrassed, to be honest.
I 100% look back and I'm embarrassed.
Oh, yeah?
But like, because it's just like, it's not the same exact like stage persona. It was, new, so everything was a bit more rushed, wasn't patient or anything like that on stage. But like, The jokes were solid. Delivery, yeah, but
You still use any of those jokes that you used when you were first going up?
Oh, I haven't used that joke in like I don't know how long. It was a good.
You
it was
remember
a
it,
1 minute
though?
joke? Vaguely. It was essentially like I say like all babies under 6, every single infant under 6 months is fucking ugly. Every single, there's no exceptions to the rule. They're all ugly. Don't ask me to hold your baby. I think they're all hideous. I said I think they all look like a template of like a horror movie villain. And then also Jim Norton was there, like on the panel. And then I said actually they kind of look more like a fucked up version of Jim.
That's good.
Which got a good laugh.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's
and
funny.
then I think I said something about like not wanting kids. Fuck, because
Kids suck.
they do.
They do.
I,
So
I can't even
womp
remember
womp
the rest of it.
womp.
I'd have to go back and
Kids are
watch it, but
fucking
Yeah, yeah.
terrible.
No, that's cool, man. And then
Are you gonna ever have kids?
I don't want kids. I'd like to not have kids because I like the lifestyle that one has while not having to have kids.
Yeah.
The freedom and doing
I feel
all that.
too selfish to have kids.
100%. That's the perfect word. I'm way too selfish to have kids. I would be a good parent just because, I had good parents and I wouldn't not be like, I'd step up. I wouldn't want to, but I would feel obligated to step up and do all that
Of course.
stuff. My girlfriend kind of wants a kid, maybe in 5 years. So
it's serious. You guys are like in it for the long haul, you think?
Oh yeah, we've been together coming up 4 years now. So
Would she help you bury a body? That's a legit question, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you ask that to your wife before you got married?
No, because I know the bitch wouldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she wouldn't, and that's for several reasons. None of which because she was like overly upset, but she's just kind of a princess, and she's not.
Yeah, sometimes they're just like, you know what? I don't care that you're burying a body, but I'm fucking.
I'll watch you
not
do
here
it,
in
but
the
I
dirt.
won't tell anyone.
Yeah, I don't want to watch you, but I will.
Wait, who's body?
No, she would want to watch because she's like, I just want to spend time with you.
Well, cool. Fucking grab this shovel, girl.
That's another level of codependency I've never seen. It's like, you're going to do what? You're burying a body? Well,
man.
can I come?
Yeah, right? Like, that's a task that takes minimum 3 hours, down to 2 with a buddy.
Depending on where you're digging. If you got a lot of rocks in there.
Oh, yeah. Do you got a
there you
pick?
go.
Or are you just whacking at this thing with a square tip shovel?
Exactly.
I mean, let's talk about
And
this.
if I'm having to bury the body, chances are it's a rush thing, so I don't have all the proper, utensils I need on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Who
know,
does?
Do you ever get angry enough that you feel like you could actually like kill somebody?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been that angry.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a.
What is it, like traffic, or like what's your thing that like really is like, I hate when fucking people do that?
I'm not very easily triggered these days, honestly.
Pick your battles kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, weed definitely helps with that. I do get a little
Taking time bomb over here.
yeah, basically. It does come out in a few instances where I'll admit, childish as it may be, if you catch me at the wrong time of a sporting event for one of my teams, like something bad happens, and there's any type of altercation, like serious. Oh yeah, I have. I'm
How many times have you spit on LeBron James?
Oh no.
You're one of those people from the, hey, fuck you, LeBron.
No, I won't get wild like that. There was still people who are, 6'8" and 250 pounds of muscle and could wipe the floor with me. But no, like, how people say I wouldn't wish death on anyone. I wish death on a lot of people. Like, I'm just like, no, they could die and I'd be fine with that.
Right.
I would have no problem doing that, but I don't want to go to jail. Like,
Yeah, that's a big
ever.
fear of mine.
I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, it sounds like a miserable time.
Yes, jail.
Yes, quite.
Indeed.
Been arrested once, and it was the most terrifying thing that I've ever gone through. You ever been arrested?
I've never been arrested. I've been pulled over and handcuffed a bunch of times. One time,
A bunch of times.
Yeah, as in like definitely more than 4 or 5.
Wow, more than a handful.
Yeah.
Handcuffed for like what kind of stuff? They pulled you over for.
So one time I got pulled over. My friend was driving. He was a white dude, and he had me and my brother in the car, 2 black dudes. And it was in a part of Pennsylvania where you probably wouldn't really want to see black dudes around if you're a cop. Because you're racist.
Oh, okay.
So they
I say, yeah. I mean, unpack that. Oh, racist. I gotcha. Okay.
Got it. Gotcha.
No, there's a lot of racist parts of Pennsylvania. Go figure. And I spent some time there. And a friend of mine who's driving, who's white, got pulled over. The cop asked me and my brother for our identification over the driver.
Didn't ask for his, but asked you guys.
Yes, didn't ask for his. My friend was getting his ready. He's like, "Can I see yours?" I was like, "I'm in the passenger seat," and I was on probation at the time.
Oh, so this guy had every reason.
No,
Jesus Christ.
I was on
Timestamp that, Chris.
25.
I'm sorry.
I was on probation just for paraphernalia possession, and in Pennsylvania, that's worse than.
That's like the death sentence.
It's worse than my lawyer told me it was worse than if I got a DUI.
Jesus Christ.
Just for having.
That's gnarly. Just like a weed pipe?
Yeah, that's it. Empty
Yeah.
weed
It's a-
pipe
yeah.
with resin in it.
Yeah. Dirty paraphernalia. Yeah,
Yeah.
like used paraphernalia.
Yep.
Like he was just smoking on this reefer bong before I rolled
It
up
was
to
still
him.
warm, yeah.
Yeah.
The problem was it wasn't.
He blew it in my face.
I didn't even know it was in there.
Oh, I forgot about it.
I forgot about it, and
Good
when I got pulled for a headlight out, and he asked for a license and registration, I go to my glove box to pull a registration out, and he's like, "What's that?" And then he just like reaches in my glove box and pulls out the pipe. I was like, didn't even really know that was there.
I've never seen that before in my life.
You don't think he?
Daisy.
You don't think he did a little Houdini like?
No,
oh.
it was my pipe,
What's this?
but it was like one of those.
No, you're
my
just like-
friend borrowed it, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I put it back in
Oh,
the car."
is that where that is? Fuck! I've been looking for. Oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Oh, I
was
do
like,
the dishes.
I was like, I didn't even know that was there. I was like, I'm serious. He's like, I was like,
And then he handcuffed you.
No, he actually let me go.
Oh, okay.
They were doing DUI checkpoint. I wasn't stoned or drunk. He just let me go, but I got probation from that, and court
Okay,
hearing
so that's how you got the
and all that shit.
probation, and then you got pulled over
So
with
then
your
I got
white
pulled
guy.
over with a white guy. Didn't do anything wrong. We were just going to a party. Didn't have anything on us.
Weren't fucked up yet.
Weren't fucked up yet. We were heading to the party, and he was asking us questions. I was like, well, I don't need to give this guy my fucking information. So because I didn't want to give him shit, he took me out of the car, cuffed me, and put me in the back of his car.
Like he was already prepared for
he was
what
already-
might happen.
And not even to mention, when he first pulled up, my brother was like texting on his phone in the back seat. And before, my friend even rolled down the window, he's screaming at my brother to put his phone down, which was, super suspect.
Yeah, wow.
But this was like 2008.
Okay. So right when Obama got elected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks. Dude.
To that and the mortgage crisis. God, fucking
Yeah.
2008 was awful.
Yeah, no. So it was. He cuffed me and put me in the back seat for like maybe 15-20 minutes while they talked to my friend and my brother. And ultimately, I think, my friend did, the white guy thing and whatever. I don't know. I was in the fucking car, and the guy ended up uncuffing me, and he's like, we're letting you go with a warning. I was like, we didn't do anything. I was like, you pulled us over. Oh, the reason that he pulled us over was because the light bulb above the driver's license plate was out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
that's
pulled
no
over
good,
for
man.
that. I've been pulled over for that.
That's
for
no
sure.
good. That's no good.
Yeah.
You know what'll happen?
It's a
Do you know
stupid
what'll
fix-it
happen?
ticket. It's like $120.
Yeah, you go walking around, driving around the community with your
Hiding
light
their
up,
license plate.
hiding it, like
Because there's no other lights.
Because he doesn't have
in
any
the
headlights
area.
on his car
Bro.
that could just light that up.
Easily see.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're lucky to be alive.
I know.
You could have been killed. If you could say anything to that officer right now, what would you say?
I'm really actually I have nothing to say to that dude. But
Yeah.
to the guy who stole the pipe, that was the first pipe that I ever got. Okay, it was a very special piece to me, and I was more upset
Give him a rim
about
shot for
losing
that one, huh?
about losing that pipe than I was the fucking $2,000 in fines that I had to pay and all that other shit.
Oh my god! Damn, you got on probation for that. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's terrible. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but most cops aren't nice people. That's what I hear.
From my experience, I would say most.
Speaking of wacky white people from middle parts of the country, I've been really getting into doomsday preppers.
Okay.
I think they're hilarious. To me, like, I don't. What do you feel? Like, me personally, if like the apocalypse were to like begin right now, I wouldn't want to live. I don't want to fight my way out to survive in this hellscape of an earth. Like,
that has been my stance for years. Like when I was younger, I would think like, oh, zombie apocalypse, do this, that, and third. I'll go. Now I'm just like, nah. I'll just let it happen. I'm not trying to live out whatever days I do have. Just like. Constantly frantic,
just fight or flight, just like
forever,
not trusting people, not what I mean. Like you've seen like War of the Worlds and all those weird movies where people. War of the Worlds.
The most I'll do is I'll lock myself in whatever place I'm living and see if the outside world can handle it in a couple weeks, and if not, then I'm just gonna be a victim to society.
So you would prep a little bit.
I mean,
you'd have to have at least 2 weeks worth of stuff.
No, well, see, I wouldn't. Like, I mean, hopefully it would happen after I've gone grocery shopping, but if it didn't, then I like trying to go grocery shop. Like you remember what it was like early pandemic trying to grocery
it was
shop.
hell.
So imagine if real shit was going on out
there.
Yeah. I'd either have to already have this shit or
No, I feel like if it really hit the fan, dude, it would be like LA in '92. You know what I mean? Like it would just be everyone for themselves. Yeah. It would just be pandemonium. You know what I mean? And like all the emergency response services would be overwhelmed by calls of things happening. It would just,
if they're even doing anything.
But yeah, so I found these. I went through and found these clips and like different videos of different doomsday preppers that I thought are just interesting to me. Because of the mentality of these people is unheard of. You know what I mean? Like, why would you? You're spending like years and years out of your life preparing for maybe if something happens, but you're like,
oh, they're gonna survive, bro.
Yeah,
they're gonna survive.
Yeah, if you want to pull up some of the clips that we have here, I think this will.
I really don't.
I gotta admit though, the one thing I do think about these guys. Their bunkers are kind of cool as fuck. Like I would definitely want to like.
You can hang out in
their bunkers, like
Even if the world doesn't end, you could just go like smoke weed in there and shit.
Like, underground raves
make
and
like
shit.
a man cave in there.
Like that would be cool.
But the only problem is the people that own these things aren't that cool.
So you know what you do is you buy property from someone who was like his parents were doomsday people, right? They don't give a shit. You just want the property, and then you turn their whole little fucking doomsday pad into like a fucking. Bro cave.
Isn't that, dude? And in case the apocalypse does go down, you're good.
But how embarrassing is it to be a doomsday prepper and to die before doomsday even happens? You know what I mean?
I mean,
you failed like epically. Like you were so prepared and
so I've seen I'm a white guy and I'm huge into prepping.
But are you really?
I have a reason for it.
What these crates are?
Oh, it's you.
No, so but I have a reason for it. What I did in the military was basically disaster relief, in civil engineering. So like Hurricane Katrina, they'd send guys like me in to like set up infrastructure afterwards. So I'm very hip to what a world looks like with no power, with desperate people that are willing to loot and riot and shit like that. Like I get it. It's every disaster zone. People that work for FEMA are also preppers. Okay. You could argue. And we just and this is just me, Ron Ripley, nerding out a little bit. We live in California. We could get fucked up by an earthquake anytime. My wife and I, we keep water on hand at the house, enough for us, two grown adults and an animal for 60 days. After 60 days, if you need water, you're in a world of shit. So you got to figure out something else. But
when you end up rationing to try to kind of like keep it?
You would. It's a gallon. It's 2 gallons a day per person. 1 gallon for drinking, 1 gallon for cleaning.
There was 2 drops left in this bitch.
For cleaning. For like cleaning, like washing your hands after you use the restroom for sanitation.
Who needs to do that if we're in a
apocalypse?
Yeah, the world is ending. You're
scared of germs.
Well, I mean, so that's the funny thing is you absolutely do more.
Bacteria,
Absolutely, 100%. More than you would think.
Dick.
But so like I've always loved these shows and this one in particular is good find, Rafa. Really good find. Because it gets silly. For starters, I think this guy's only firing a .22, which is like the smallest caliber rifle. And how he injures himself later, who knows?
A leather jacket will stop at 22.
Yeah,
From a distance.
I mean, 22s are great.
I'm glad you asked that because we actually have a 22 and a leather jacket on hand.
I mean,
all right. Well, you know what? Let's just watch.
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
We're having. All right. Let's see if we'll do that and do some of that.
Tim knows that at any moment, the unexpected can happen.
Giant playing cards can come out of nowhere.
What happened? Damn thing just misfired on it.
Oh, damn thing.
He's got to get lost ball.
Yeah, okay. Tim?
He's going down.
Tim?
Damn. Like, are you your thumb?
I truly thought he was going to lose his thumb.
What a bitch.
So, yeah, this is from an episode of Doomsday Preppers. I remember this. The guy shoots off his thumb with a 22. A 22 long rifle. How his thumb was ever engaged.
Man, if that thumb was just wearing a leather jacket, he would be fine.
Well, because, I mean, was he firing a handgun? I don't know. Like, because if you look at...
Because the second one was a handgun. Yeah, see?
So that, if he blows his...
Was it from the recoil?
Yeah, that'd be like a slide bite, if anything. Like, if any... like.
And he's passing out?
Well, no. I mean,
throws himself back.
All right, so let's go. He's shooting. All right, go get him, Tex. Fucking giant 6 of spades there.
It can happen.
What happened?
Where's the gun on the ground?
Damn thing just misfired on it.
I just misfired
Truck
on it.
up and ready. He's got
Look at his kids being like, look at this fucking idiot.
Thumb off.
This guy protects us?
Those are his kids.
Oh no! Do you know what it's got to be to feel like to realize like your dad's a bitch?
Oh yeah.
I never grew up with my dad, so I don't.
It's probably better that you didn't than to grow up with your dad.
Just get the get his boys out
At
of
least you
here.
didn't have a bitch ass dad.
Like that would suck. Oh man,
That's fucking funny. Get his boys out of here.
You never saw like a moment of weakness in your own dad where
No,
you were
I
like,
mean,
oh, this guy's being a real bitch
I never
right now.
saw my dad injure himself.
no, I've
Really?
seen my dad get emotional and cry. But like I don't really necessarily
That's
think
not
that
like-
a bitch. But I've
That
also
vulnerability takes strength.
I've also seen him yoke up guys.
Jesse
bigger than him. and just-
Yoke up, guys?
Yoke up guys, huh?
What does that mean?
It's like to yoke them up by their shirt.
Oh, yeah, like grab him.
Ah.
Wow.
And
I didn't know
hold 'em up
that's a yoke.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe
yeah,
that's an
I wanna-
East Coast slang thing. There's a lot of that I realize when I'm back and forth.
Oh, you want to see his picture?
Oh, no, wait, go back. What did I miss? What did I miss here? Have you just been playing it in the background while we're talking about his dad?
I've just been looking for interesting stuff.
Oh, he did lose his thumb?
Nah, man. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
And thumb went in front of the barrel. Or you pulled it
He said, "Oh
It
man."
was one of those malfunctions. My thumb went in front of the barrel.
In front of the
and,
barrel?
It went off.
How
Here's
the
some of it.
Your thumb going in front of the barrel is not a malfunction. You are an idiot. You are poorly trained. You should not be having your hand on a weapon if your hand is in front of the barrel.
How is it
That
in
guy
front
watches
of the
his weapon,
barrel,
folks.
though?
Yeah, of a 20
How
of the
is it-
22.
How is it in front of the barrel?
Huh?
How?
Is that
What does
pretty?
that mean?
Isn't that pretty? Is that what
Basically
he
left
said?
with a little midget digit. And
A midget digit?
That is
Ron, give him a little.
that is their word. That is their word. Now,
Wow.
now I also want to draw your attention to the fact that you can also watch American Weed Wednesdays in February 22nd at 10 p.m. on this channel. It's just up there. I'm just saying that.
I read some of the comments because I like taking it to the people after I watch stupid shit like this. And the first comment was like, "Bro, the gun didn't malfunction. You're the malfunction."
Exactly. The gun. I hate that shit. Oh, well, you know, it's it just misfired up on the thing there.
Passed out like a bitch.
Well, okay, so
there's a few more.
Tim shoots his thumb up. So yeah, I didn't. So the thing
I'm
is,
still trying to fathom how he got his hand in front of the barrel.
Yeah, it's pretty baffling.
so this is the wasp. This just says wasp nest fail.
Okay, first of all, let's just start with this guy's on a ladder about to hit a fucking nest of wasps.
Yeah, let's go ahead
Takes
and
a lot of confidence.
yeah. This is bad idea written all over it. I love when we can just get these fucking weird ass videos.
This is out of order, but for sure,
Should I be playing a different one?
because there's two others on Doomsday Preppers.
This one. The most preppers will die.
Yeah, this guy went through a list of.
Guys, let's face it. Every prepper
Guys, let's
simply
face it. Holy
isn't
shit.
going to make it after a long-term SSTO type of event. You have to have the right.
Whoa! You need it. This guy needs subtitles. You know what an STF is?
No.
Shit hits the fan. Shit hits TFFH. Shit hits the fan. Now shit hits the fan. Oh man. All
okay.
right.
Yeah. Apparently, also.
Go.
He's apparently a medical doctor. Do you see that there's an MD?
Yeah, I noticed that.
MD Creeksworth.
MD Creekmore.
Mindset to survive.
MD Creekmore.
And
Goddamn
there's actually
MD.
10
SHTF.
thought processes or
sure.
plans of action that will actually decrease your chances of survival. And these are the 10 preppers who will die first after SHTF type of event.
MD Creekmore, right there, buy his book.
The head to the woods to live type prepper. When we all start out prepping, this has probably crossed all of our minds when we start out prepping. Because it's a natural human instinct to run away from danger. You see danger, you run away from danger. And the most logical solution to most people, especially when starting out, is to run away to the forest, to the mountains.
Holy shit, it's a rhino!
All pictures, he's like,
Shit has hit the fan.
Why is there a rhinoceros in Virginia?
Maybe 2 weeks or even a month. If you've planned well, have a well-stocked bug-out bag.
If you have an Indian...
Hold on, let's see.
Rhinos will decrease your chances of
hear him out
survival.
here. Let's hear him out
Okay.
here.
You plan to
I just want to know how much luck that Indian feather pendant will bring him.
run off too. But long term, you're not going to make it. 6 months, a year, trying to live off the land in the forested areas, in the mountains, in the desert, wherever you're at,
Probably not going to make it.
you're simply not going to make it. Even the Native Americans had villages.
Here we go.
They
Oh,
had
here we go,
a
Native
tribe
Americans.
that they worked with, and a tribe to work together to survive. The mountain men.
He's so
they would go
southern
in
woke, he
and
called
carry
them Native
supplies in
Americans.
to
Yeah.
I like
their
that.
With the
cabins.
big "Don't tread
I
on
like-
me"
I like this guy.
fucking flag in the background.
I would actually-
Hashtag so woke.
MD Creekmore's alright.
You know who
with me.
treaded on the Native Americans, right?
Hey,
sell their furs
hey,
and
tone it
get
down,
more
buddy.
supplies. They didn't simply just run off with what's on their
Timestamp.
back to survive
I'm going to call that
circumstances
2851.
for years, months, or years, or even a lifetime. It's not a great idea, and the head to the mountains type prepper will be one of the first.
How can
I
you
hate to
not
say
do
it, but they'll be
racist
one of the
accents with
first
this guy in the
to actually
background?
not make it. Most likely, they will die of hypothermia. They will die of starvation. They will die of
All right, dude.
thirst.
I can't.
Or
I get it.
even
Cletus
more
is in his
likely
fucking
is
shed
there
trying to
will
save
be-
the world. I just want to get to the. Does he call it out? Like, what do you?
Well, I wanted to know what the 10 styles.
I know. I'm hoping he gets into it sometime within the
Can we
next
look at some
20 minutes
reviews
of
of
this
his book?
video. The comments.
He has a book.
Yeah, he plugged it at the very beginning of this video.
I forgot about it
Can't
already
allow you to
because
read
I
my
could
book,
only
bro.
understand
About
half
MD
the shit that he's saying.
About
And I'm
MD
like really
Creekmore.
focusing. I'm like, dude.
I wonder if in the book it sound like you have to read it in his voice.
Well, if you
the
want
only
to
way we
know,
understand
if you
it.
want to know, if you want to know
An STF situation.
about MD
I
Creekmore,
currently live
he currently lives on a
on
3-acre homestead in Tennessee, Alabama. With a former paladin, best-selling author, I've written 3 books on preparedness and self-reliance topics. I've also articles and published in Civil War Guides and magazines.
Civil War Guides magazine.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn off the notifications so you know when I'm always posting the new content.
Always, dude. This video came out 7 days ago. He's
What?
right.
He's active, bro.
Yeah.
He's
posts more than we do.
Bro,
this
he's
guy-
almost got 1 million fucking
I
views.
know. That's
no,
why I
this
gotta
is-
get him
know.
on.
This is 2020. This is October 11th, 2020.
That is like 7 days ago.
That is not 7 days ago. it's not.
On my phone, it said 7 days ago.
Well,
Passing by
oh,
someone else
damn.
of yourself. If you're sick, you're bedridden.
Now, if
something
you're going to die,
happens,
if you're fucking
you have
going to
no
die,
one there.
just give us home.
The best thing to do. What would happen?
He sounds like fucking Boomhauer.
I know, dude. I just want, boom. That's it. That's who's going to say, hey, the world. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Do this. Would this be the best thing to do? What would
My
happen?
dang
to
old
do
look.
this?
Hold on. I want to
I
actually
think
hear what he
this
has to
will
say.
happen.
All right, come
You
on
have to
now.
learn to make decisions quickly. You have to be decisive. You see an obstacle that needs a decision to move that obstacle, and you make the decision to do it right now. You don't take several days, several hours. You might think it over for a few minutes and come up with a decision, and pow, you done the decision. You need to be decisive. Being indecisive will get you killed. That is like if someone is trying to attack you.
Sex
and
you
you're
up.
indecisive of what to do. Should you defend yourself? Should you run away? You need to make the decision right then. You don't have time to wait. You don't have time to think about it. You don't have time to be indecisive.
Is that a
You
dead
have to
owl?
be decisive,
Definitely.
get things done, make choices, make decisions. And number 8, we've all seen
Oh, here we
these
go.
guys in the comments of YouTube videos.
Yeah?
Prepper type videos on YouTube.
Okay.
And that is I'll shoot everybody prepper. If you come within 100 yards of my home, then I will shoot you. I will shoot everybody.
Rule number 1: if you're a cop
I've
coming
seen
to
those
my
papers.
property,
And
gonna shoot you.
that is
Just remember, that's the
decisive
safety.
mindset,
Pregnant woman.
but it's not a good mindset because different circumstances will.
I wish a pregnant
Yeah,
bitch
okay.
would.
That's the safety word. Now, let me tell you, if you're ever during a
I like how it's look. It's just obvious. It's just common sense. That's just literally what he's preaching right now. It's just like you're gonna have to make a decision when you're being attacked, whether to run or to fight. But you got to make that decision right then and there. You can't wait till after you're beat up to decide to fight. It's over. The fight is over.
Find out more in my book.
Now, and if at any time you are you need safety or guidance, if you ever want me to execute this man, just say the words. How can I help you, officer?
can't
Just say
I
empty
can't help
Creekmore
but
3
think, but
times. And
This
I will
guy is
appear.
breeding. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
putting people in the world.
All right, so that's the most preppers will die. Most people in a hitting the fans sort of situation.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on now, man? There's empty Creekmore.
First time here. You know
Yeah.
what you've been living under a
Oh,
rock
this
for
Much
a while.
quality
better
has
video.
improved.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
immensely.
Oh wait, this is
Well,
the
now,
seven.
now,
No
cool.
wait.
Now,
Okay.
I got the old
This is the
4K
7
going.
days ago one where he goes.
That we're living
He goes.
under
Something's
a
bad is gonna happen, and I just had to tell you.
Look at that beard.
Inflation.
Oh dear.
Very mad.
Well, let's hear him out now. What's
Come on, y'all.
What's going on with your wife?
And you get
Why'd she leave you?
the same 10 items
She
that you got
pees.
3 months ago or even 3 weeks ago, and you're going to be paying much
Much
more
more.
for that than what you
Quality
were
content.
then.
I only filled up my gas tank
prices
halfway
here,
full
I
today.
noticed
I saved half a
yesterday
tank of
where I
gas.
am
How about
for
that?
$4.39
How about
a
that?
gallon.
How you like that?
This
It's
gas
going
prices are
up 10
$4.39
cents every week.
$6.50 at the bottom of the hill. $6.50.
here in
Cause of
San Diego.
inflation.
Yeah.
You know, and the main cause of inflation is
Is
government reckless spending and
Whoa.
money printing.
oh no.
A lot of that currency
And a
print off
Mexican.
is going to other countries, and that actually doesn't hurt the inflation here all that much as long as the currency goes out of the country. However, you know, a lot of that stayed in the country. We had, I think it's.
I'm
been
just
like
so
$6
glad he's
trillion
got this all figured out.
national debt.
Hey guys. Oh shit. Check it out. Check it out. You know what I just saw? You guys are gonna love this.
$6 trillion.
Boom. That right there. That's the shed that he
Yeah.
filmed the other one
Yeah.
in.
Whoa.
Wow, this guy's got a whole prepper compound.
Hey,
That's
he has
the shed.
He has 3 acres to think about everything.
Like, look, dude, that's the shed.
Yep, there
Right
it is.
there.
That's the OG.
That's right there is where
His don't tread on me
that's
shit.
the no tread on me flag and the
Call it don't shit
What
on
is
me.
that? Is that a DeWalt leaf blower? I don't know.
It's like a overturned wheelbarrow, in my opinion.
I don't need this one no more.
This guy, he's going to tell you he knows what's up. He knows what's what. He knows about inflations.
Also, okay, so the new thing with my new thing with the doomsday is like, let's say it happens. This guy survives.
Oh, I know. That's
This is your guy. This
That's-
is gonna be who you're gonna be hanging out with on
alpha.
Earth. You know what I mean? This is
Well,
you're
if
gonna
you're
be
hanging
hanging
out in a cool ass bunker smoking pipe.
so.
is dead from a poison.
Yeah. Did you want to see the pastor?
Oh yeah, my biggest fear is snakes. I don't know about you. What's your biggest fear? Like I hate snakes. That's my one thing I can't fuck with.
Rodents.
Rodents,
Yes.
like just any kind. Like we're talking squirrels. Like you get mad at squirrels, or okay.
Raccoons?
Nah.
Raccoons.
Raccoons? Rodents?
Yeah, I believe so.
But this
I
is
don't
another.
like the way they move.
You don't.
So like
the
mice,
scurrying.
rats. Yeah, and I've always had this irrational fear, especially like growing up in New York, that like a rat or a mouse will run up my pant leg, and like there'll be nothing that I could do. I don't know.
Nothing you can do.
Well,
That was a cat.
Because he's already gone up the pant leg. To me, that's like Couldn't even imagine what would be worse.
Wow.
I don't like their hands. That's what freaks me out.
I used
about
to.
rodents.
I grew up in Texas, and I would wake up every day, and I would think that there were snakes under my bed, and I would jump as far towards my door as I could possibly get from the top of my bed, and run out the door, and then check to make sure there was no snakes under my bed.
I used to do that, but for monsters.
Oh yeah,
I used to do
well,
that.
Snakes
but for,
are monsters, dude.
I used to be afraid of priests.
Wild snakes.
I used to be afraid that there were
Aren't they all
priests under
wild,
my
though?
bed.
Well, no, I mean like people who have like
No one
pet
cares.
snakes, like they don't.
No one cares if a
That's
white
still
boy
a
gets
wild
molested.
animal, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
common.
I mean,
That's
snakes in the
Not
wild.
even our show.
That's yeah. I feel like I'm definitely more, but like I don't have like the slithering doesn't necessarily freak me out. Does
just
it freak you out?
Yeah, they just represent evil to me. I don't know, and like I'm just terrified of being bitten by one, and then not getting
Having the venom.
not
Anti-venom?
getting to the just like I just think that would be like the scariest thing. Is all of a
most
sudden
sexual.
just something just jumps out and gets you, and then you're dead in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
You know. But my stepdad used to go out and shoot them with shotguns in the backyard because like whenever we'd like find a snake or like a rattlesnake on the property, he'd go and shoot it with a gun. So to me, like I was always like, okay, bad thing.
Like,
You got to kill it. You got to kill it. But speaking of killing things, I think these people deserve to die. It's pastors who still use venomous snakes during their sermons.
well, they
so
should
into
because
this.
they fucking the venom.
The 10th time he'd been bitten.
I love this.
And the 10th and final time that he refused medical treatment.
Because God.
A community of Christians who say vipers are as vital to their services as the Bible itself.
Commitment, dude.
Tonight we revisit ABC's Juju Chang's encounter.
Juju Chang! Oh,
where he
that's
discussed
blistering
religion,
reporting.
and even how
Juju
he
Chang.
might die.
Yep, you deserve to die. Get out of here,
J.B.
dude.
Coots 3 months ago, doing what his father and grandfather did before him.
Pass down.
In this tiny church in rural
Look at these
Colorado.
people, dude.
Fucking eat a sandwich, why don't you? That's what I hate to see is people starving to death in Texas.
Oh, these poor kids.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the reporter, like,
That's
ugh.
gotta be Juju. Yep.
Yeah. Because how did you know? Because it was one of these things that's not like the other? Or?
Pastor M.D. Creekmore.
Yeah.
Venomous serpents. It
They
comes
couldn't
from
even
a passage
spell
of the
Asian
Bible,
in that
which
room.
They take literally. They will pick up serpents, and if they drink any deadly poison, it will not hurt them.
I hope he gets bitten.
Oh, they're just.
Oh, no,
sipping
this
that
guy
shit?
gets bitten and dies. And he refuses
time
medical
we
Does he
treatment.
get bit in the
Coots
face?
himself
I hope he
sustained
gets bit in
9
the
separate
face.
snake bites.
Rattlesnake.
I think it's bit on his ball.
Bro.
Rattlesnake here.
Including
did
on
point
his
to his
middle
head,
finger.
though.
I hope
Yeah,
it,
yeah, bit in the head by a
Refusing
snake.
medical
Nice.
treatment
I hope
in
it bit him in the
demonstration of his
face,
faith.
and it was an open casket funeral. That's his finger!
That it was rotten, and I knew
Whoa.
something was going on. I just didn't know what for the first month. That much of the bone
It
was
looks like a
exposed.
rope.
For the first
month.
month.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at her. Look at her. She's
Not
like,
so
you're
much as a
disgusting. You're so
habit.
gross,
He
dude.
kept it. Bro,
Yeah, you want me to fuck
kept
with this
it.
thing?
I'll bet you he goes home and licks it every night.
I guarantee you he throws that thing in the bottle of tequila.
Oh, like mezcal?
Yeah. 100%.
She said, "I'll always have a piece of you, no matter what."
Oh
you got."
my God.
He just drinks a glass of wine and sits on it.
In another small church
Oh,
of First Believers, we
that's
saw
fucking-
the pastors lay
Oh
hands
my
on
God.
the prayer
Dependency.
Hold on.
and dance to the collective adrenaline.
With the snake. What are you doing?
Air
Pastor
fucking
Andrew
the.
Hamlin
You know how much
was
affliction this
almost
gives me to
possessed by the
see?
Holy Spirit as he handles
I mean-
poisonous snakes.
Was that the
my
Holy Spirit or is this
God.
guy seizing from snake venom?
So a lot of them just get bit.
He's speaking in tongues at the
This is
fucking
terrible.
wound.
I have a constitutional
Pastor
right as
Andrew
a-
Hamblin, Tabernacle Church of
as a
God.
right mind
Of
adult,
course.
that if I believe so strongly that the Spirit of God moves on me to take up serpents, that I should have my constitutional right to do it.
But local authorities see
In
the
the
snakes
Constitution.
as a
Oh, God!
reckless, dangerous menace to public safety that's already taken lives and will take others.
Just like the pit bull.
He had snakes and took us to the church, and our officers went in, picked the snakes up out of his snake room.
Last November, the state
His
Senate-
Did you see how the guy had no idea what to call it? He had to like make something up.
His snakeatorium.
Where is this? What part of the country is this?
Religious expression.
Just the same way, to me, taking up serpents in our religious ceremonies is just like the Catholic who use wine in their communion on Sundays. If their right to do things
Goddamn
that maybe
Catholics.
I don't agree with.
You let him do it.
I'm
Let
not
him do it.
gonna
I think this should be televised.
Using snakes during services is a long-standing tradition, one that took root here more than a century ago.
So this is quite a collection of photos.
Is it of fingers?
Yeah, this is pictures we've had taken down.
Finger
through the
photos?
years.
Pictures.
This is the 13th time I was bit right
This
here.
one here.
Yep, look, you could see. Oh shit.
His dad. It was
Yep, that was him.
probably
That was
in
Bitey.
1991.
His pet snake, Bitey.
And
He's a
maybe
good boy
somewhere
out there. He only bit 3
This is
children,
black
but we
timber
tried to
out.
up those numbers.
It's estimated that 125 churches use poisonous snakes during services.
25.
Many clustered in the south.
That's
Both
not enough.
preachers offered a rare glimpse inside this
Should be more.
extreme branch of the Pentecostal tradition.
I think
for the
That's
Nat
literally
Geo
over
show
2
Snake
per
Salvation.
I think the Pope should be doing this.
The Tennessee law banning
Was it
ownership
the
was
snake
passed
in the
back
garden, the one that tempted them
1947
to
after 5
evil?
worshipers
Is
were
anyone
killed
reading the
over course of
fucking
2
Bible?
years.
Oh no, definitely not them. They can't read. Boom. Like 100%, they're dumb.
A timber rattlesnake during service.
Called
No
it a
charges
snake
were ever
room, and
filed
they
in
kept
Kentucky.
that because
If
they
someone
wanted to
gets
show
bit
how.
and
This is
certain
Kentucky. No
people are
charges were
controlled.
ever filed in Kentucky,
I will.
which is
call
like the
911.
Florida
They
of the
took
South.
one sentence out of an 800-page book and were like, we will live by this.
Don't want medical attention.
So you don't think you're
deciphered
taking the
these
Bible
words.
You
out
should
of
see what we do to
context, too
queers.
literally?
No, ma'am. Not at all.
Not
at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Or taught me to be right. I mean, I'm not telling people go out here and handle snakes. To me, a cult is somebody that stands up and says, if you don't do this, you're hell-bound and you're not a part of us.
Are you a cult?
No, we're not a cult. We're Christians.
It's a cult.
Any other Christian on the face of this earth.
Do you see yourself handling snakes
That's
in
like
the
not
future?
the only
I
thing
mean, I
that
see
cults do,
myself as
dude.
long as there's breath in my body taking up surface.
Have you ever had sex?
Cheat, steal it, fornicate.
Oh, guess not.
People still use that word seriously.
Holy Ghost ain't there.
And if their way of life, along with the way they choose to worship, sets them apart,
Oh man,
they
this I
believe
got a
it
feeling
brings
this
them
is so
closer to
much of this
God.
is going to be edited out.
You don't think about nothing.
I'll bet
else.
you
have a
YouTube will
love
get on
for
it.
everybody.
Really?
Because it's because it's
There's
like
no
someone
ill
else is
feelings,
reporting.
Nothing in your mind.
I think we've got enough of
except,
her in there.
You know,
Now we're just sitting here
Time's
watching this.
honor me to let me feel his
What time is it? I'm at 43 minutes and 39. But all right,
We
so
can take that off.
no, we don't have to. Let's move on to the wasp nest fail.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anywho,
So this is just people who are dumb with like animals.
Yeah. Like you went and found all these videos. They're holding a trash bag.
Oh,
Like
turn the volume up because there's so many people
Bro.
yelling at them from behind.
Before you hit start, let's see everything that's wrong with the video just before
Just
they.
from
Is he wearing flip flops on that ladder?
Oh, yeah. All right.
He's wearing flip-flops on the ladder. Flip-flops on the ladder.
He's not tied off. I mean, if we're being OSHA safe, he's not tied off.
He's
being
holding
up
some
4
kind of
rungs.
stick thing.
He's
I don't know
wearing-
what it is.
That's like a hedge
He's
trimmer
wearing a
clipper
t-shirt
thing.
and shorts.
No PPE.
noticed
While about
that.
to handle a wasp nest, they're
T-shirt
standing
and
on the
shorts.
ground. Also, t-shirt.
Oh, under it.
shorts.
I'm
Not
assuming.
one catcher's mitt betwixt them.
Okay.
Are they holding up a trash bag? They're trying to catch. He's gonna knock it. They're gonna catch it in the trash bag.
They are holding up a trash bag. Yes, sir.
If you listen, there's a bunch of people yelling at them in the background.
And is that ladder on like solid ground?
terra
Because it
firma?
kind of looks.
It looks like
a little
yes.
slanted,
Yeah,
right?
you know, this guy. You know, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want him on your job site. All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah, let's do this. It's 48 seconds long.
Well,
Sorry.
actually, it says it's 1 minute and 40.
God, I'm thinking of a bunch of different stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, I fell right onto the ground. Fuck.
That was 100% the girl's fault.
Dude, the way she jumped into the pool.
If you see that, those 2 girls fucked that execution up. The guy on top did what he needed to do. They missed it.
Look at the look on this guy's face.
Oh, he's so happy. He knew what he was doing. He's like, I'm gonna knock it down, and they're gonna be so fucked.
Oh, bro, that's 2 girls. Oh,
yeah,
man.
her
I just want to see her flop in again.
plummeting into the pool.
Look at that dive.
Oh, that's awesome. He's laughing. She's fucking falling.
I hope she had her cell phone on her.
Oh my god. Ooh, what else we got? So sexy.
You ever done that? You ever had to knock down like a wasp or a bee's nest?
That shit.
In Brazil, once a buddy of mine shot one with an airsoft BB,
That seems
and it
dumb.
fell. And we just saw him running away with a bunch of bees around him.
Yeah, that
was so fucking awesome.
makes
dude.
sense. Makes sense.
But his aim was impeccable. Like it was an impressive fucking shot. It was like, damn, dude, he really nailed that.
Bullseye, but consequences.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's just I'm just baffled by people and how stupid we can be. I think it's just really amazing. That's why I like the whole doomsday thing is like we're doing that still. You know, we got guys on flip flops in a ladder with shorts and a t-shirt on about to hit a wasp nest down.
Well, that
and
whole...
expecting 2 girls
to catch it in a trash bag. In a trash bag.
Oh man, it's crazy that it's like that whole entire Doomsday Prepper show is like full of people that are like, I'm training to drink my own pee in case there's an EMP blackout, and you're like, what? Like,
I don't want to do that. I'd rather just, you know.
That's what I was saying, dude. On the like with the fucking when the pandemic happened and everyone was like vaxxing, no vaxxing. I know this one dude that was like, dude, you just blindly went ahead and put whatever they said. You just went and put it in your body because they said it was like a vaccine. And then like, what's gonna happen when everybody gets sick from that in like 2 years? And like, and you think that's like the end game? He's like, yeah, dude, they probably did it on purpose. And I was like, so to be clear. You believe that the government deliberately poisoned half the world and that you are the smart ones that are going to survive when everyone starts dropping dead. And that's the world you want to live and survive in, where there's just a bunch of clever yous running around out there, blowing your thumbs off
in front of your children.
That sounds like the worst world ever.
Oh my God, people are dumb.
I got pretty bad about that stuff. I literally thought that we were never going to come back to normal ever. I thought it was going to be that forever, and we were going to be stuck in this weird purgatory of life.
I didn't.
Did you ever get conspiratorial at all and just be like, "There's something of"?
I definitely would get like some. I think you have to if you've won just fucking inside for that long. You have nothing to do but fucking think. So I definitely got conspiratorial, but.
Like MD Creek Groove or whatever it's fucking.
It's all in my book. It's all in my book. That things were gonna go back to how they were. Like I was like, no, things are gonna go back to how they were. And I have friends, all different walks of life. And they're just like, nah, I don't know. And then there are some times when they would close things and then reopen things. You're like, is this gonna be like this for a while?
Yeah.
But I always kind of knew Americans are too arrogant as a whole.
Or not.
What makes you say that though?
Because everything, living and being in America and being around Americans, like we're arrogant people, like very arrogant.
Yeah. Have you been outside of America to make the contrast though? What do you mean by like? Because you've been here your whole life, right?
Yeah, no, I've been here my whole life. I have not really been out of the country, just been out of the mainland U.S. But like, I mean, even just talking with international people and just reading how things are in other countries, where we stand. The internet now, like you get to see the perspectives of all these other countries and the people like, your age because of whatever, like Twitter and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And see how a collective thinks in each country.
We are really connected. It's probably the most connected during one of these life events in like history that we have been.
So when you see that and you see how arrogant even as a whole, Americans are compared to other, like not saying arrogance, there aren't anybody, arrogant, but like as a whole, we're just too arrogant. And I myself am arrogant. Like I'm not, it's just not gonna last fucking 2 years.
I was gonna say that's actually pretty cool because I'm like, I'd go to Brazil all the time and you're spot on. Everyone in the world thinks that about Americans. You know what I mean? Like it's but like one thing that they would never expect is for an American to be like, I'm arrogant, like we're arrogant. You know what I mean? I think the pandemic had to happen for people to be like, damn, we suck.
I don't know. I've always really valued self-awareness and, I feel like a lot of Americans lack that and that breeds into the arrogance.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm definitely aware how arrogant I am.
Yeah.
I think you have to be, though, if you're a comic.
Yeah, self-awareness is pretty good. It's a pretty good thing to have in your utility belt as a comedian. I don't know.
It's working for Billy Orm.
I shit you not.
Timestamp.
All right, no. I shit you not. No, this is so
Here
funny
we go.
that you.
All right.
So let's get into it. No, we're getting into it. You brought it up.
I got 5209.
I didn't bring this up.
No,
okay.
you're good. Say whatever you want.
So it's so funny that you mentioned that.
He mentioned that.
Yeah, say whatever you want, man. I got the timestamp.
Yeah, you can edit that out.
Alan Henderson, he runs a roast battle, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go.
I got money on that roast battle on fucking Wednesday.
Alan hit me up. He gave me a list of people who wanted to roast. I've roasted on it before. And he showed me the list. And I was like, there wasn't really anybody that I wanted to roast, like, you know, who I like really knew close or personal like that. And then I said, well, who's anybody else picking? And he's like, well, Walter is battling Billy because they want to battle each other again for the 4th time. I was like, why do they keep battling each other?
5th time.
I'm like,
they're trying to break.
I was like, what are they? I was like, what are they trying to do? Like, I was like, what? And it's not. Whether or not it's funny is up to the crowd. Okay. So the fact that they want to do it a 5th time, thinking that they're gonna fucking strike gold, I said to Alan, I was like, you know what? Let me battle the both of them. You know. I was like, it would be, I was like, they could put their 2 brains together and battle me, and I'll just come up with roast jokes for the 2 of them combined.
All they would do is ask everyone around them.
You
for
should
like,
just host the roast
battle.
battles, and then after their battle, just roast them.
Well, so I pitched it to Alan. Alan loved the idea, so I was already starting to think of jokes, right?
Yeah.
And one of the first jokes that I thought of, because I saw one of Billy Arm's posts, I was like, being a comedian, self-awareness is one of the, you know, biggest things that you could have. And some of the best comedians I know are self-aware to know that they should probably quit comedy, and Billy Harm is not one of those people.
Oh man!
And it was a little bit more brutal than that. I'm cleaning it up because, you know, but more or less.
Oh, why now? Huh?
But Billy and Walter didn't want to do that because they said they didn't.
Of course
Walter
not.
said he didn't think it would be fair to me.
Wait, it wouldn't be fair to you.
Yeah.
How is that?
They're 2 mega brains, dude.
Exactly. That's what
Oh, like they were gonna just slaughter you after?
I suppose.
It's gonna break the internet.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for Wednesday. Yeah, me and Steve Shustik have bets on the
So
on the
I'm
Walter
battling-
Billy battle.
I almost
Are you battling that day?
I'm battling John Gallagher, who I don't really know at all, really. I almost was gonna just write roast still for Billy and Walter and just say them at John Gallagher.
We were like looking at them the whole time, just like
Like,
subtle
just
cues.
I'll throw like a Moby reference in there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Like,
I'll lose the battle, but it'll be worth it for me just to have gotten those jokes.
all they
out
would
of
do
my
is
system.
just ask other people what to say. Hey, we got a roast coming up. yeah, fam. Yeah, fam. We got a battle coming up, man. I'm just trying to think of some fucking fire, dog. I'm trying to think of some fire for you.
I'm surprised he wasn't like, you only got to battle me once, fam.
Dude.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah, well, Walter fucking hates me, so, you know.
Walter doesn't like me either, but he pretends to like me, so I don't care.
Yeah.
He's one of those, he goes, oh, yo, he's like, I really want to book you on my next show. I really want to book you on my next show. Like 5 times already. I'm like, okay, like, I'm not like kidding you up begging for spots, but like if you say you want to, it's not that hard.
What's the worst show you've ever been on, like, or done? I don't know if you did the parking lot mics and
I
stuff
did.
during the pandemic, but I mean, like, show. Like, what's the worst show?
The worst show that I did, well, are we saying the worst show that I did personally, or the worst, like,
no, just the experience. Like,
okay,
you
so
know,
the worst experience I had.
not like
at
a
show,
bomb, but like a
well,
terrible show.
It was
Epstein Island.
It was a bomb, definitely, for sure.
Oh.
But I was tabbed to do a comedy show at a church, but like in the evening, and not like on a Sunday. I think it was like on a Saturday or whatever.
Church comedy.
And I told the guy who was booking the show, like, exactly. He knows. I was like, he knows me. He's seen me perform. I was like, do I gotta clean up my set? Because obviously it's gonna be at a church, but it's not like, you know. He said, oh no, you could talk about whatever. I was like, are you sure? Because I was like, you've seen my set. I was like, you've seen my set.
I got a lot of priest jokes.
No, not even that. But I'm like, yo, you've seen my set. And he's like, I told a joke at the last event when we did this, about pimping and crimping. I was like, all right, like, whatever. I got maybe 30 seconds into my first joke where he came running up to the side of the stage, waving me up before I could finish.
Damn,
so it's
dude.
not all good.
I was
It's
like,
not all
so
good.
no, this is not. I was like, so
Damn, I wish somehow I could have prepared for this.
I was like, I asked you like a week or two ago, and I think this was like maybe year 2 or 3 into comedy. So crowd work definitely wasn't even all there. So like I was like, well, I have to throw out my fucking set list now and still do 12 minutes. So I mean,
what's the deal with Moses? Am I right?
I did a lot of crowd work, most of it not good.
Yeah. Were they dressed for church? Were they dressed?
No,
in
they were dressed like regular, and it just.
They were in the pews though, or were there chairs?
Yeah, no, they were in like the pews.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
If you fart in a church, do you have
How
to
long
sit
did
in
you
your
do?
own pew?
I think it was like either 10 or 12 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hang out after and watch the other sets to see?
No.
No.
What's the deal with human trafficking?
And you know what's funny? Actually, I had to for a little bit because my car was broke down at that point. So I got a ride there, and I was getting a ride back, but I had to wait for the person who
show up.
Yeah. So that was like a cool 20, 30 minutes. It felt like.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ron, worst show experience you've ever had?
Kind of
place.
Kind of similar. I was I got slotted to do 20 minutes at an art college when I had no business doing fucking 10 minutes, and all of my material was shock, pee pee, poo poo, fucking your children in the face with dildos.
At art school?
Yeah, and so, but it was like, so I thought it was like cool. It's like a bunch of students. I don't really care. They're people my own age. No, it was like family day, and so like people. It was like
there was children there.
Yeah, it was like art students with their families showing up so that they could like show off the kind of art shit that they've been making at this artsy fartsy community college. So yeah, there were a lot of children and a lot of. a lot of angry moms.
Damn,
but yeah,
bro.
that was really awkward. I did.
So, but like you walked into it and you're like, oh, this is not what I signed up for.
Not
this is
at all.
Not what I thought.
Not at
this
all.
was
I did
gonna
have
be
one
like.
dad come up to me afterwards, though. It's like he's holding his little toddler infant kid, and he just looks at me in the face and goes, "Ha!" and then walks away.
Was he laughing because you were funny, or was he just laughing?
I just think he wanted to look me in the face. Just let me know.
Just like let you know, it's like
you know what you did, kid.
Like
It was
like a sucks to be you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but it was lesson learned. Next,
Chris,
You
gotta go. You gotta.
I mean, I've only done a handful of shows, so like, not really. It's all just been pretty fucking normal shit.
Yeah. You'll get there.
It's like the time.
Oh, and did you get paid?
I got paid.
Ron? No, for that.
Oh no.
I actually still got paid.
You got paid?
Oh shit!
Sick.
Damn,
That's cool.
That's cool.
It was just 20 piece, but
Hey man, $20 is $20.
It is.
Usually you got to work a little harder for it in a church. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta be younger. I think that's the deal. No?
I could have done it now if even throwing that wrench in the beginning, but like.
You sounded like Christopher Walken. I could have done it now.
You know what it is because my
throwing that wrench in the
that wrench. I gotta tell you, your tone so wrong.
I had a late night last night, so get congested late night.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Is that like a cocaine reference? I don't know what.
Yeah, what's going
Yeah,
on?
I guess you could say it might have been in the air last night, or
in the air.
in the nostrils
Yeah.
last night.
All right. Nothing against that.
No,
last week I was with Christian Allen and Grant Sampson, and we I did the Troubadour, and then we were hanging out with the band that played at the end of the show, and I think it was like 6 a.m, and there's this white powder all over the coffee table, and Christian Allen just started gumming it. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know, but it hurts. And I was like, well, well, stop. And then he was like, no, dude, someone paid for this. We should do it. And then he racked out 3 lines, and he did it, and then Grant did it, and then I did it, and it felt like someone punched me in the face. So I was like, God damn it, this is either meth or Molly. You know, I was like, and then 5 minutes later, I was like, it's Molly, dude. Thank God. Thank God. I did not want to be up for 2 more days.
I accidentally did meth once.
Maybe, I don't know.
You accidentally did meth once?
I've accidentally done meth a couple times.
I was told it was Molly, and it was not.
Yeah.
And I wanted, Molly for a concert that I was going to. and my friend who's a dick, you know.
Oh yeah, he gave you meth.
No, I was chilling at his place because it was like it was back on the East Coast, but I was already living out here.
Okay.
So I flew back, like, you know, I had, you know, a bunch of plans and shit. And I was hanging with my one friend. And I was like, he has drugs a lot in his place. And I picked up the bag. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, is this Molly? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm taking this. He's like,
yoink.
I was like, I'm taking this. He's like, fine. So it's not like I didn't pay for it and like thought like, I just asked my friend.
But still, he should have said,
but
that's
why
not
I said,
Molly.
That's why I said, I was like, well, afterwards, I was like, yo, was that meth? That's what this is. Yeah. I was like, yo, nigga, was that meth? He's like, I don't know, maybe. I think he said, I don't know, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I don't know, maybe is like the worst answer. I don't know, maybe.
That would be the very type of answer he would give.
That's fine. How are your teeth? I don't know.
No, I was up for. Not only was I up for I didn't go to sleep obviously that night at all. No matter how hard I tried, I tried everything. I had breakfast with my mom and godmother the next morning at like 9 a.m. Like hadn't seen her in like not my mom but the godmother in like probably like 6 years. So I was like, you know, just stop by. Whenever I go back east. Like it's just me running around, it's like seeing a
fast paced.
So I'm like, I have this breakfast schedule at 9. I don't have any other time in my schedule to fit it in. So I'm showing up to the like fucking whatever it was, IHOP or fucking, you know, Denny's or some shit. I can't eat. I don't know if who's done that. Yeah. I have no appetite whatsoever. Like even I think I had 2 or 3 bites of my toast. And the whole time I'm just sitting there trying to hold everything down, sweating. My mom's looking at me. She's like, how much did you have to drink last night? I'm like,
so much.
A lot to drink. She's like, you look hungover. I'm like, yep, that's what it is. I'm just very hungover right now. And I think I said like maybe 5 to 6 sentences.
I think my shoes are pregnant.
I was in
the tree won't stop yelling at me.
Shape.
Damn.
Rough shape.
Yeah.
I had fun at the concert though.
That's good. Who'd you see?
I saw
Ozzy Osbourne.
It was Portugal the Man.
Oh, I love them. Yeah, they're rad.
They're great meth band.
They are great. Yeah, it was. Well, you know, I should have known it was not Molly because it made me throw up at the concert. Like as it was like starting to kick, it was an outdoor concert, and I felt the puke coming. Like I puked, and I was like, I could either get this on the back of somebody, and they're gonna kick me out. And this is right when the headliner was starting. I was like,
did you do a stealth puker?
Nope. Swallowed it right back down.
Nice.
Swallowed it right
Wait,
back
you said you snorted it or you swallowed it? Or
Swallowed it right back down.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the meth. How did you do it?
No. I put it in water. It was like the thing that dissolves in water. So I put it in a water bottle.
That's what. That was the first time I also didn't know I was doing meth. I used to work at Jimmy John's in Texas, and I would trade my drug dealer sandwiches, like free sandwiches from Jimmy John's for drugs, mostly psychedelics.
Yeah.
I was at his house and we were like smoking a blunt, and I got really bad cotton mouth. So I was like, "Hey man, can I have a sip of your water?" And I took a big ol' ass fucking gulp down, and then he just started laughing. And I was just like, what? And he was just like, I put meth in that. And I was just like, and then I felt like $1 million. Like I felt so fucking good that I bought some and left.
It's definitely the least fun way to do meth.
My favorite.
Yeah, but you had just a gulp, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was Molly, so I was drinking damn near the whole fucking bottle.
Yeah. You were probably up for like 4 days.
I was up for like a good 40, like now about 52 hours, just over 2
Okay,
hours.
almost 3 days. Yeah.
Start seeing shadows.
Dude, the only thing I miss about meth is hot rails. That was my favorite way to do any drug ever. You guys know what that is?
I know.
Hot rails?
Yeah, so you put down a line of meth, and you know how it vaporizes, it turns into smoke. So you heat up like a glass tube on one end, and then you snort the line, and it turns into smoke as you're snorting it. So it goes straight into your your noggin.
Buy my book to learn more.
Such a rush. Yeah. LawnRedMedia.com.
Howdy. How's that?
Yeah, so I was. Water was. Yeah, I was also dosed or missed. Some guy was an asshole and was just like, "This will be funny."
I just like good acid. I miss having good acid.
Yeah.
Some good old good acid. Just you know what you're in for. Not gonna be any
cocaine.
Yeah, I did George Paz asked me to go do his high school reunion and do comedy. Like they booked him to do comedy, and then he wanted someone else to come with him, so he asked me to go. He goes, "You can do 10 minutes," and I was like, "Sounds good." And I thought it's the worst gig I've ever done. Like in my head, I thought of like in movies. I thought people in suits, balloons. We show up and there's like no NOS tanks allowed in, kind of shit on the front. And I was like, and then I saw a guy walking through the crowd with like just hugging a fucking bunch of balloons. And I was just like, where the fuck? It was in Compton, by the way. It wasn't in the town that he did high school in, you know. So we went to a different city, and it was this decrepit building with like stains on the walls, and it smelled really bad. And it had like furniture that they found in the alleyway. That's what it looked like they had on the inside. And we get there like 2 hours early, and it's a parking lot. And the stage are pallets that someone stole from Ralph's, like 100%. And we go up to her, and we introduce. He already knew her, but I introduced myself to her, and then she goes, "Hey, so I need you guys to set up the lights out there for the stage." And she hands me a bag full of gear, and just goes, "I want it like this." And I was just kind of like, okay. I came up here on the notion, like we took a train and an Uber to get here from San Diego.
Shit.
And you're putting me to work, you're not paying me, right? So I was like, all right, fine, I'm not going to wrestle the boat, whatever.
Oh, I would. I'd be like,
I would very much be wrestling the boat.
It's his high school reunion. It's his high school reunion, and I'm a guest.
Okay, but you're there to do comedy, not to fucking build the stage.
We'll get to it. So I do it to be kind.
And I would say, good day, sir.
And then we set up the lights and shit, and then I go inside to get a beer. Because they had, it's like, no outside. They had a bunch of beer and shit. I was like, hey, can I get a beer and a shot? And she was like, yeah, but I can't be hooking you up all night.
Okay, so here's the thing.
And I about goddamn lost my fucking mind.
So now, do you do manual labor as a day job? Never? Not really?
I have.
See,
I don't anymore.
I feel like people who have or done extensive manual labor as a day job, they don't do shit for free.
Oh, yeah. No.
Like I'm not doing shit for free.
Look, I didn't want to. I get
it.
And but then she said that shit about the alcohol, and I was just kind of like, all right, I'm not going to address this now, but we're definitely going to address that at some point.
I will kill you, bitch.
And then literally, like we're supposed to go up at 7:15, and then Paz was like so fucking nervous that I was like, dude, I know that this is not a conventional comedy setting, so I'll go up first and try to break the ice, and then you can go up there. It's your high school reunion. Like, you can go up there, and they'll already be kind of aware what's about to happen. So I'm supposed to go up at 7:15, and then the promoter comes out and goes, hey, so this rap group has to go up because they have to go to work. And I was like,
I love this. This is the best story ever.
So you're going to follow them. They're going to go up for 15 minutes. And I was like, okay. And I had this lovely guy who was wearing like a trench coat that I was kind of concerned was like a school shooter who like was 10 years past the mark. I was kind of like, uh-oh. But then he was super nice. His name was Pepe. He gave me some edibles. And so I was like, I'm going to eat the edibles. So that way, by the time I get off stage, I will be high and, whatever. The rap guys went up, and 15 minutes in their set, they're like, we're already late to work, so we're going to run some more songs. And he played the rest of his fucking album. So now it's 7:45.
I just left.
I am so high that I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. And no, I don't have any money. So like George was like paying for the train and the Ubers and shit. We're staying at his mom's house later. Like I literally came along just to do 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
And he wanted me to come. So I went. And so she comes up to me and she goes, hey, so this guy's going to bring you up as the comedy portion. He's our stage manager. And that's where I was like, that's my last fucking straw.
Stage manager?
Yeah, I was like, you mean the fucking wood pallet manager? Like, what the fuck are you talking? Where was he?
Also,
where was he to set up the lights? Yeah, where was he earlier, huh? And then I was just like, okay, dude. And he goes,
so the rap group was the stage manager?
No. They got off. They were done.
The work they were late for? I was like, what?
That would have been awesome. So then, fucking, he goes, what do you want me to say? And I was like, just go up and be like, hey, like we have comedy booked for the next 15 minutes. So I'm gonna bring up your first comedian. He tours all over the country, Rafa Camargo. That's all you gotta say. Dude, he goes on stage and he goes, I've known this guy forever. Nah, just kidding. I met him like 5 minutes ago. But I went through his IG and he seems legit. Yeah. That is what he fucking said. And he goes, all right, his name is what is it? And I was like, Rafa Camargo. And he goes, and he's right there. And then, like an asshole, I turned around and waved to the 30 people standing in this parking lot, thinking that he would be like, come on up here. But he didn't. He just stared at me. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I walked up to the stage and I got on stage, dude. And I was so fucking mad that I just was like, so this is where you guys went to high school. This place sucks. Yeah. Which they did not like. And I was like, but also looking around, a lot of dudes. I just started going in and I was like, this is
a lot of rapers.
I know this may seem fucking weird. And I kind of angrily bombed at them. And I was looking around like dudes with their crossed arms. They're just standing next to their gear. They're like, can you hurry up with the dick jokes so we can go up and play that fucking music? I was so fucking pissed, dude.
Oh man.
And then I got off stage. And this lady had the nerve to come up to me and she goes, you've earned your drinks for tonight. If you want anything, just let me know. And I fucking was like, I paused, was on stage, and I was like, the minute he gets off, I'm getting the fuck out of here before I've never been that upset.
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
But it was the worst show I've ever done. No pay.
Comic and me would have been like, I'm getting my money's worth in fucking.
Oh yeah, I would have got hammered.
I would have.
I got pretty drunk during pause set, and then we got the fuck out of there. Yeah, and then it was just so fucking weird.
That's just poo poo.
But and then we went to the Comedy Store after, and got to see Bill Burr and Bobby Lee and fucking people go up, and that was pretty sick. And then fucking went to his mom's house and slept on the couch. Woke up with a fucking cat on my chest, and I'm allergic to cats. So I was like, this is going to be a fun fucking day. Fun itchy train ride back home.
Like, I didn't bring any allergy medicine.
But that's my shitty. It just happened recently. It's so fresh. I was like, I gotta
it hurts still.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll make for a fun story.
Did you record?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Fuck no.
You do going in, you're like, I'm not.
I don't want.
Yeah, did you pull the audio from the boards and get fucking? Did you get a couple GoPro angles?
Yeah, from the PA. Yeah, I pulled it from the PA. Yeah, the stage manager was no help to me.
What about the sound engineer?
I don't know. The first band that went up after us, like while we were getting a little drunk, the drummer was like 60 years old and the keyboard player was also like very old. And I was like, what are the fucking teachers coming to this thing and fucking playing for the band? This is sad. Yeah. That's fucking sad. It made me feel so much better as a person. It's like I dropped out of high school too. You know what I mean? But like, at least I was invited to this parking lot to do what I love instead of having to be here because you guys had nothing else.
So what was the audience member like?
It was a bunch of people that looked like Christian Allen, but they were like very Mexican and
28 years old.
They were
like, what fucking school was this?
Linwood High School. It's like just on the outskirts of Compton, I guess.
Jesus.
And then I asked them, I was just like, out of all the people who are here, who went to this high school? And like a third of them clapped. And then I was like, of the third of you that clapped, how many of you actually graduated? And it was like half. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I didn't graduate either, but
it's like the worst reunion ever.
That's how desperate they were that they just invited the people who didn't graduate. Because, I mean, that was pretty much the standard for being allowed at the high school.
I mean, bro,
reunion,
it was
right?
not at their high school. Like, their high school didn't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people congregated in a parking lot.
Do most high school reunions happen at the high school?
What if it
or
was...
is that like a fucking TV
normally,
movie
no. Normally what happens is that there's some rich kids maybe that have they put on a committee and they want to throw this party to see friends that they haven't seen, like, oh, that'd be fun, and then they put up the money and then the school lets them do it because they're alumni.
Oh,
yeah, you're paying to throw your own party.
Yeah, you have to crowdsource the money to like put on the event, to hire the band, to get the drinks.
Dude, high school reunions are fucking stupid, especially like in this day and age when.
But like I know people that have they just recently, like me and Matt were talking about at the store, and he was like, dude, my parents just went to their 50th high school reunion, and I was like, dude, people do it for that fucking long. Like,
why?
Well, but
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's stopping though, and even like case in point. The one that you went to, they had to invite everybody and their mother just to get fucking 30 people there.
Oh, and they charged $25 at the door.
Well, how are they going to pay you?
People had to pay $25 to get into their own high school reunion in a parking lot. But there was only 30 of them.
Ridiculous, dude.
Oh, dude. I actually have a video of the thing if you want to.
I was hoping.
I will airdrop it to you right now.
Yeah, dude.
I never went to my high school reunion. Did any of you guys go to your high school?
I dropped out, so I'll never get invited.
Dude, but I actually, it's weird though, because it's like I feel like all you do, because unless you really hang out with people that you still unless you still hang out with them, they're gone forever. Like I just found out that somebody I went to high school with, he was jogging and he got hit by a car, killed.
Oh, it's that. Is it the Mac or the?
Do the Mac. And it's like, it's not like, it's like the guy used to go. He was in run clubs since he was a teenager and all that shit. There we go. And then let me see. And then it'll take me a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like this guy just passed away. Got hit by a fucking car. I only know a couple other high school kids that like they died of like one died of a drug overdose, another one died in a car accident. And it's like, and that's it. That's all you like do. Like I know a couple, like one dude who runs a really successful auto body shop.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Another guy. Last I heard, he was a manager of a Sherwin-Williams paint store, and he had 2 kids.
Another one's a comedian.
Yeah. Then the other guy.
No, but I swear to God, if anyone from my high school is listening, if you guys throw a 10-year reunion, please hire me to come and do the show.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would love to go to my own high school and shit on people. That'd be awesome.
You know what? I'll throw one, and we'll go to. Is this it?
Yeah, that is it.
All right.
There we go.
So I'm gonna.
So the chick on the left with the bondage gear and the chains, that's the promoter of the fucking event.
Are you for real?
That's
dog?
her. Yeah. When I showed up,
cool.
I was like, "You're in charge." Okay.
All right. Cool. This is cool. Let me just get this up here, just so other people can.
But this is the story that she posted after the event of all the footage that she took of this. So I didn't take any of this footage myself. And she had her debit card reader because she was hustling out there into the phone, so the audio shot from everything. So it's just a high piercing. So we don't want audio on this because there's absolutely no audio.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's us at the train station before we left, and then this is when we showed up. Oh, look at this.
On chairs?
Oh my God.
There was no chairs.
Oh my.
This is
That's.
Bro,
this is like a crust punk show,
dude. Look at the trench coat guy. I told you
who's
that
the
was
trench coat guy?
That was the guy handing out edibles. He was the nicest guy, but he was the scariest looking one. So I followed these guys. There's the worst MC in the world right there. That was the guy that brought me up that made the stupid the palette manager.
Oh wait, I think that's the
yeah.
There you go.
And then look at me. They got footage of me when I went up, and they didn't get any footage of Pause, by the way. But there I am.
Actual high school.
Yeah, and there I am on the stage in front of these storage containers.
Just killing it.
Watch, and it shows like the bands and stuff after. Like it just look at this.
Yeah, you crushed.
Oh my God! Is that an umbrella light?
Those are the lights that I set up, by the way.
Good job.
Look, this is the bar. This is the bar on the inside. There's Pause.
Oh, that's cool.
But they didn't have him
with
performing.
the trench coat guy. That's where she realized the audio got fucked up.
Oh gosh.
There's the bands playing. And there was no one there.
They're like, this is a big gig.
There's the
good.
There's the
Gramps.
teacher. There's the teacher playing.
This is terrible. Dude.
Apparently, Paz said that guy raped a girl in high school. It's crazy that he's at the reunion.
Oh man.
And he had to. And Paz had to bring them up, which was hilarious. So he had to bring up this like.
Was their name the Bullet Bumps? Is their name the Bullet Bumps?
Mojo Beanhand is what their band is called. Look them up.
From Megan's Law.
Okay, look. That's how much people. It was just a parking lot with no one.
That sounds awful.
Oh my God.
That was my Saturday. So a week before, I was at the Troubadour.
Thank you, fam.
And then I literally was this is the next week, and I was just like, man, this is so humbling. You know, it's like
comedy will do that.
Like it's just you never know what you're getting yourself into. And I used to say like, oh, I'll go anywhere. They'll have me, and I will no longer ever fucking say that. I was so wrong. What a stupid and naive thing to say.
Are they? Oh, they're mosh.
Yeah, they're
mosh.
Yeah, that's the MC in there. He's having a great old. The stage manager's having a great old time. But yep, that's it. That was my Saturday.
We're all dumber having just watched that.
So
there you go. Let's get to.
I had to screen record it because I was like, this is what she was proud of, and I got it on record. But yeah, we've been going for a while. Is there any shows that you have coming up that you'd want to plug, or your Instagram?
My Instagram. My Instagram is not that Nate Robinson. It's pretty much any other social media. You can find me on there, TikTok.
We'll also throw it up on the screen so people can see it.
Have you ever thrown their social media up on the screen? Do you do that in post?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never.
Oh yeah.
I've never gone that far into criticizing your work, Chris.
Yeah, no,
I just want
they're up
to.
there.
I just assume that everything you do is art.
That is also true. Yeah.
Like a month.
Okay, so July.
Yeah. What are your July dates, if you got them?
I don't have any that I.
What are you doing on the 4th of July?
I don't have any concrete.
Easy,
dates.
easy.
I just have the.
You want to come do a show on some crates in the back parking lot? Fucking, you're gonna do some show about patriotism.
I do have one show, but I'm not even allowed to announce it yet.
That's a bummer.
I know.
But I don't know. Where can they find you doing comedy downtown?
Usually monthly at American Comedy Company.
There you go.
You usually find me down there, all over San Diego, Southern California now, really. Just check me out on Instagram. I always post about whatever shows I have coming up.
Yep. July 3rd, I'm going to be in Brea, California, which is where I used to live before I came to San Diego. So all my OC peeps, if you're watching this, I'm going to be doing the shop show with Brandon Legendre. He runs a great show out of a barber shop in Brea, California. I'm excited to go and do that. And then July 15th, Bend, Oregon. I'm going to be back at Craft Brewery. I think Ron's going to be there. Neil Singh's going to be there. Yeah, it's already booked. It's so.
Oh, cool. We didn't.
Either way, I will be there. She's going to make the flyer. I just got to get bios and stuff sent into her.
That's
but July 15th, all my Oregon friends, if you saw me in Salem at Cubanismo last time I was on the road, come out, drive a little bit out, and come to this show. It's pretty intimate. It's like 60 people, so let's sell it out. But those are the dates that I know of as of right now that matter.
Yeah.
And this has been another episode of the ECLECTICAST. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks, Nate, for being here. It was a fun time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great time.
Yeah.
Chris, Ron.
Sorry about that. There's that music in your face. It's so good. Everyone loves it.
Welcome to the ECLECTICAST. I'm the owner, won't you have a blast off with me? Let's explore inside our minds, investigate into time if we find the right.
Have you done a lot of comedy out in New York?
Whenever I go back home,
Red.